Hello friends, today we are gonna solve the practice set 4.2 of the lesson financial planning. But before that we'll begin with the bit basics, which are the input tax credit, output tax, etc., and formula related to input tax credit, and the exercise which is named practice set 4.2 in the textbook. So we'll begin by this question, that what is input tax credit. GST is levied and collected at every stage of trading from manufacturer to consumer. When trader pays GST at the time of purchase, it is called input tax credit. Means the GST paid by the consumer at the time of the GST paid by the trader at the time of purchase from a manufacturer is nothing but input tax credit. Input tax, and the GST which is collected by the same trader after he sells the product to the consumer is known as output tax. Means input tax means the GST paid while taking the product from the manufacturer, and output tax means the GST taken from the consumer while selling it to them. Next, what we have is, at the time of paying GST to the government, a trader deducts the input tax from the output tax and pays the remaining tax. The deduction of the input tax is known as input tax credit. In simple words, input tax credit is nothing but if we deduct input tax from output tax, we get input tax credit. Means for example, you have got output tax 15 rupees, and you got input tax 10 rupees. So your GST payable would be 15 minus 10, which is nothing but rupees 5. So now we'll get on to the exercise. So here friends, we are gonna solve the first question of the practice set exercise 4.2, which is Chetna store paid total GST of rupees 1,500,000 at the time of purchase and collected GST rupees 1,22,500 at the time of sale during 1st July of 2017 to 31st July of 2017. Find the GST payable by Chetna stores. So here, this GST paid by Chetna store 1,500,000 rupees is the input tax, and the GST collected by Chetna stores means 1,22,500 is the output tax. And now we have to find the GST payable. In the few minutes ago, I had shown you the formula of GST payable, which is output tax minus input tax credit. So here our input tax credit is rupees 1,500,000, as I told you. Output tax is rupees 1,22,500, and therefore the GST payable equals to output tax minus input tax credit, which is nothing but 1,22,500 minus 1,500,000, which is rupees 22,000. So therefore GST payable by Chetna stores is rupees 22,000. So hope you got this question. Now we'll move on to the next question. So now we are having our next question, which is, Nazma is proprietor of a firm registered under GST. She has paid GST of rupees 12,500 on purchase and collected rupees 14,750 on sale. What is the amount of input tax credit to be claimed, and what is the amount of GST payable? So here what we are gonna take out is the input tax credit to be claimed and also the GST payable. So Nazma paid rupees 12,500 at the time of purchase. Therefore, amount of input tax credit to be claimed is rupees 12,500. I had already explained you in the beginning of the session. Next is output tax is 14,750. As we all know that the tax collected on sale is always output tax. So GST payable equals to 14,750 minus 12,500, which is rupees 2,250. Now we'll take on to the next question, which is the third question of exercise 4.2. Here we are having our next question, which is, Amir Enterprises purchases chocolate sauce bottles and paid GST of rupees 3,800. He sold those bottles to Akbari Bros and collected GST of rupees 4,100. Mayank Food Corner purchased these bottles from Akbari Bros and paid GST of rupees 4500. Find the amount of GST payable at every stage of trading and hence find payable at even every stage of trading and hence find payable CGST and SGST. So now we'll divide it into three layers. First one for Amir Enterprises, second for Akbari Bros, and third one for Mayank Food Corner. So first for Amir Enterprises, input tax credit will be rupees 3800 and output tax will be rupees 4100. So GST payable would be 4100 minus 3800, which is rupees 300. Now it's CGST equals to SGST equals to GST upon 2 equals to rupees 300 upon 2, which is nothing but rupees 150. So they have to pay 150 CGST and rupees 150 SGST. Now we'll go on to the Akbari Bros. So for Akbari Bros, input tax credit is rupees 4100 and output tax is rupees 4500. GST payable would be output tax minus input tax credit, which is rupees 4500 minus 4100, which is nothing but rupees 400. So their CGST and SGST would be GST upon 2, which is rupees 400 upon 2, which is rupees 200. So they have to pay, he has to pay CGST rupees 200 and SGST rupees 200. Now we'll move on to the next question, which is the fourth one. Now let us move on to the next question, which is the fourth one, which is Malik Gas Agency of Chandigarh Union Territory. See, note here, in Union Territories we apply UT GST. Purchased some gas cylinders for industrial use for rupees 24,500 and sold them to the local customer for 26,500. So your input tax credit is to rupees 24,500 and output tax is 26,500. Find the GST to be paid at the rate of 5% and hence find payable CGST and UT GST for this transaction. For Union Territories, there are UT GST instead of SGST. So we'll now find the solution. Purchase price of gas cylinder rupees 24,500. Rate of GST 5%. GST therefore will calculate, it will come 0 will get cancelled, 5 into 245. Now what will get the answer to? We'll get our answer as 5 into 245, which is rupees 1225. Therefore input tax credit is rupees 1225 and selling price of cylinder is 26,500. Now on this rate of GST is 5%, therefore GST is 5 upon 100 into 26,500. 0 will get cancelled, we will get 5 into 265, which is nothing but rupees 1325. Therefore the output tax is rupees 1325. Now GST payable equals to output tax minus input tax credit. Therefore 1325 minus 1225 is rupees 100. Now we'll find the GST on it. So therefore CGST equals to UT GST equals to GST upon 2, which is 100 upon 2, which is nothing but rupees 50. Therefore CGST equals to rupees 50 and UT GST equals to rupees 50. Now we are gonna solve this last question of this exercise, which is Miss Beauty product paid 18% GST on cosmetics worth rupees 6,000 and sold to a customer for rupees 10,000. What are the amounts of CGST and SGST shown in the tax invoice instead issued? Now what we will find is GST, then we'll find the input tax credit and then GST for the customer. Now we'll see overall. So first of all, purchase price of cosmetics is rupees 600. So rate of GST, it will be 6,000. So rate of GST will be 18%, therefore GST equals to 18 upon 100 into 6,000. Now 0 will get cancelled and we'll get 18 into 60, which is rupees 1080. Next, therefore input tax credit is rupees 1080. Now we'll find the selling price of cosmetics, which is rupees 10,000, and we'll find the GST on it. So GST on it equals to 18 upon 100 into 10,000, which is 18 into rupees 100. Therefore we'll get our GST rupees 1800. Now on this we'll find the GST payable, which is output tax minus input tax credit, which is rupees 1800 minus 1080, which is equal to rupees 720. Now CGST equals to SGST, we all know, therefore GST upon 2 equals to rupees 720 upon 2, which is rupees 360. Therefore, the CGST will equal to rupees 360 and also the SGST will equal to rupees 360. So friends, that's all for today. In today's lecture, we learned the practice set 4.2 of the lesson financial planning. In the next lecture, I'll explain the I'll share some explanation regarding shares, and we'll solve some questions related to it. So do watch our next part of the video. So hope you like the video. Do share with your family and friends, and also subscribe our channel, and also put your questions in our comment box below. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.